What time is it?
It's time to have a sip of coffee, because this morning is going to be a very, very busy morning. I haven't even had a sip yet. I've got to read my meters and change my air conditioner filters under the house. The whole house HVAC filter have to be. There's 2 of them down there.
You do that in the spring and the fall.
That's right.
Yeah.
The whole house one lasts a year. It's a MERV 11. And then the one in the dehumidifier is also a MERV 11, but they tell you have to change that one every 6 months. So that one gets changed twice a year.
Yeah, and unfortunately, even sometimes in the winter, not in February, but there are a few times in the winter even we have to run a dehumidifier in North Carolina.
Well,
so
that's right. And so
that thing has done wonders, by the way, in the summer. We try to keep the humidity in the house not higher than 50.
Yeah, we don't have a lot of solar gain. Because of all the trees. So our air conditioner doesn't run as much as if our house was out in the open.
In a field.
Yeah, so if the humidity gets to be a problem in the house if we don't run the dehumidifier. We put that dehumidifier in probably 5 years ago. And it costs money obviously, but at least it does a really good job keeping the interior of the house very comfortable.
Yep.
We don't have musty smells and
moldy
stuff.
Yep.
It's taking care of all of that.
Absolutely. So first of the month, meter reading.
Meters.
Donnie pulled Ruby out for me. It's like it's a work day all over again, or a school day. Oh, hi Ruby. Good morning, Ruby. I don't usually put meeting Michelle on the calendar, otherwise it would have shown up. Yeah, there's like no chance I'm gonna forget about meeting Michelle to go shopping. No chance. This older house here on the right, they're back working on it again. From the front it's all boarded up, but they've put a new treated lumber deck on the back, and it's gonna be a nice looking older home when they get it restored. As you can see, our weather here today is nice. It's 73 right now, so I have on short sleeves. It's not too cool. Saturday gonna be cool, gonna need a longer sleeve, but not today. Just a clear blue sky. I'm not sure what they were doing here on the sidewalk, but they've torn up several sections of sidewalk here in town. Well, look at Michelle this morning. I love that shirt. It's a girl cut instead of one of those boy shirts. Oh, wow. I really like that. Way to go. Woohoo! I know I sound like a broken record, but we're hoping for Legos. I can't help it. Or already that quick. It's a mermaid. One of those blankets you snuggle on the couch. Very cool. Bag of cat cars here, but they're not the metal ones. They're more the little kid ones. Sorry, Johnny. Lots of good little people furniture today, and train tables, and there's some doll houses over there by the wall. Just tons of bigger stuff today. Fire engines, castles. I know there's some glare in it, but that is a really pretty ocean scene. Sometimes they get the nicest paintings in up here.
Actually, it's from the birds.
Yeah, I can see Michelle on the wall in her house. She'd be having to add additional birds to it. Found some plastic body parts, which I refuse to show you, and this neat skull. Show it to us if that's in the box. Yeah, we always think of Connor. Connor causes a lot of these things. It's the 70s vintage aftershave collection today. Oh, I think it's an owl flag. It is. It's an owl flag. Does this bring back memories for you guys? It certainly brings back memories for me. Michelle's gonna grab this. This is a Yankee Candle piece. Are you making noise over there?
I didn't know. It won't shut up.
I bet the gold leaf could be gotten off of there if I just had to guess. It's funny that it's blue though instead of orange. For 19 bucks, that's totally reasonable, especially when the sisal rope stuff is still in good condition. I mean, it's sort of been, it looks like Dawn fixed it, like how Dawn would fix it, but that's a good deal. It's a wonderful life after coffee. Definitely how I'm feeling most days. What you got?
A bucket.
I see. I have
On my list.
Yeah. You got some stuff there in your hand.
Yeah, container.
Container,
Yeah.
storage. Yeah. It is cute, but I can't really think of anything to do with it. Did have some nice Pyrex today, but not for a price I wanted to pay just to pick it up. If I had one of those older houses in Fuquay, I would be picking up all my antique furniture here as it came in. See, you found a couple more shirts.
Yeah, for Ariel.
I'm stalling leaving today because I just don't want it to be over.
I know.
That's how I feel. I don't want it to be over.
Same here. Goes by too fast.
I did find a small bag of Legos today. Not in an exciting color, but they're clean and they're worth what they're asking. Yeah, think? Hang on. Michelle, she's a soccer mom!
Not quite, but.
Till next week.
Till next week. We'll see you. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Don't miss me.
I will.
I know you will.
Yeah, Ruby says she had a Sentry mode report. That's no problem. I stopped here in the little thrift store across from South Park. I stop in maybe 4 times a year, and the lady that owned the store, her husband, and another family that pulled up all older people, they come over. It's the first Tesla they ever seen. They had a lot of good questions, and I got to talk to people about Tesla today. Yay! I did buy a few Legos from her, and the nice gentleman, he said, you know so much about Teslas, you should sell them. I stopped here on the driveway. I thought, you know, I really should look at the Sentry thing. I've not ever done that on Ruby. I don't think she's had a Sentry. Okay, so it is showing me at the little shop where I just was. I guess it thought when I walked past the car. That's kind of interesting. Let's back up a little bit. That's me over at South Park. So I guess what it really caught. So did it think it's just the Sentry report is just me walking past the car? Alright, I pulled into the little store. All I did was get out of the car. I don't know why she would have thought that was a Sentry thing. I mean, a lot of people come and talk to me, and we were walking all around the car and opening things up and stuff, but interesting. Yeah, I just opened my door and got out. Why was that? I don't know why that would have been a Sentry report. That's sort of funny. But like I said, I know all these people come up to talk to me about the car. I come out to talk, you know, was happy to come out and talk to them. Okay. Well, it doesn't have any of that stuff where we were all walking around the car, but it's got me getting out of the car. Kind of funny. You got on work clothes and your helmet. You must have been under the house. He wears that helmet when he goes under the house.
Right,
there's that pipe down there you'll hit your head on. Me.
The dehumidifier filter in the whole house.
So you're doing that now?
Doing that now.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm home.
Yep. Good. You have a good time?
I did.
Did you get anything neat?
We'll always get something neat. I stopped and saw the nice lady at the thrift store across from South Park. And her and her husband and another couple that drove up had never seen a Tesla before, and especially one with wings that opened. And so I talked with them a little bit, and I got a few Legos from her.
Okay.
So that was cool.
so you need help loading.
I'll handle it. You go do about your business. I don't have anything heavy. Oh, I got help from Johnny too. Yay! Well, Johnny told me that Tux and Panther got into a fight while I was gone. And Tux, and I can see it, he has a little scratch on his head. Johnny says he had him in the bathroom, looked him over, and it's not serious. I'll come out, and I agree it doesn't look serious, but I can see it. Why would you go on the front porch and mess with Panther? Don't do that, buddy. Normally they're both old and they meow, but they don't do a lot of scuffling. I got all my stuff put away, and Tux doesn't seem any worse for wear. Hey, bud. Yeah, I got all my stuff put away, and Tux doesn't seem any worse for wear. Hey, buddy. Hey, bud. We're gonna go pick up some 2x4s for a project for when JB's here. Don wants to let them dry out so they're easier to work with. Not a cloud in the sky today. So they had the Go Shiki false hollies here. They had a bunch of them. I thought when we were pulling away the last time, see, that's all them there. There's like 40 of them. I thought I saw a new pallet off to the side over here, and apparently I was right. So what are we getting? At least 12, you said?
Yeah, gotta have enough material to build a patio.
Yeah.
$7 a piece.
Well, you're not sure you're going to use all of them for that. You're just buying some to have around plus for that.
That's right. I'm probably gonna, JB and I actually already talked about it. We'll probably rip them, some of them, because we don't really need to. The corners will all be structural.
Right, but other pieces don't have to be.
They don't have to be, because it's got to be enough to
staple.
Screen wire to.
Don put down the mid gate. That lets him almost get the 8-foot treated lumber in all the way.
Yeah,
He put the extra bracket thing on over here. What holds 600 pounds?
Yeah, allows it to go up to 600.
600 pounds if you attach this.
200 pounds.
Yep, so he put in the little extra brace thing that it's part of it. Oh. Whoops, that's all my fault. But he was talking about, his comment was, if the Cybertruck is as useful as the GMC, it will be a big success.
Yeah, because it doesn't have a big bed, and it has a sliding top like this one's got. So it's got a lot in common with the Cybertruck.
Yeah.
And I tell you, for me, this thing, because it will haul a few sheets of 4x
plywood.
material.
It's meant to haul plywood. The back is shaped, the plastic there on the sides. We've talked about that before.
Yeah, they designed it specifically.
I'm just looking now too at all the built-in cargo straps. I bet you paid extra for that.
It came with a couple, and I made some.
Okay.
Out of some metal brackets that I had. But yeah, it's good because you haul stuff.
Yep. Served us well every time we've needed to haul something.
Absolutely.
We were looking for the bed, new mattress for Johnny yesterday. The guy's like, oh, we got free delivery. And I'm like, that's nice. I don't need delivery. That's not a perk for me. So coming out of Home Depot, there was a white extended cab Ford F-150.
Yeah, maybe even 250.
Maybe even 250.
It was not.
It was leaking gas.
Well, gas is cheap. You ain't got nothing else to do with it.
There's a big puddle on the ground back there, and Don and I smelled it. Don said he actually seen it dripping, and the owner was standing right beside the truck. But like he said, I guess when gas is $1.90 a gallon, you don't care if you drip it all over the road. Me personally, I've had a car catch on fire on me before, so a gas car.
Yeah, well, the guy was right there.
With a faulty fuel hose. So I know how. I know how dangerous it can be.
And who am I to tell an F-150 driver anything?
Hey, they're advertising the Walmart version of Prime. I don't like stuff that advertises gas savings. Don't want to be helping people put gas in their car. Don't need help putting gas in my car. Too bad that's in little girl sizes. It says, "May the cute be with you." Very adorable. I hit the Tesla Model 3 jackpot. I think I got Lego parts. Although the green slope pieces are not here today, I feel sure. That's gonna be, if I'm lucky, Saturday.
Wow. Jiminy.
I had so many little packages, they had to rubber band them together. These are the parts that came today. Now, not 100% of them are going on the house, but quite a few. And I do now have what I need to finish this corner off, which is the second story. So I probably will, I'll either do it tonight or tomorrow morning. We'll see how things go. And here are the parts to finish the organ, the real piano keys, and the actual organ gold for the organ pipes. Well, this time of the year I can barely stand to watch the news for anything other than the weather. But if they're going to put a Tesla up there, I guess I'll pay attention for a minute.
You ready?
Yep. I'm not happy about what she's fixing to say here, folks.
Potholes, old bridges, crumbling asphalt. States across the country are struggling tonight to find the money to repair their roads. And 5 on Your Side's Monica La Liberty tells us some have a new strategy, taxing electric vehicles.
Well, just so you know, in North Carolina, we get taxed, and we get taxed at a rate that's comparable for the same amount of driving and paying the gas tax. So hopefully she's not really talking about North Carolina here. Well, I'm mixed on that article, that reporting overall. She did say we pay $130 in North Carolina. I actually thought it was a little higher than that, but we pay over $100.
They're trying to raise it.
They are trying to raise it, and it has changed. So my current recollection, we'd have to go get out the thing. Obviously, we are all for us paying a equivalent to gas car. It's not a problem. We're not complaining about not wanting to pay tax.
Right.
We don't think our EV driving is so special. We shouldn't have to help with the roads. I think the more fired up I get when I'm talking, the more likely it is for the camera battery to die in the middle of me saying it.
Ooh,
anyway, she said $130. I'm sure that's close to what we paid the last time. She said in Ohio, they're fixing to implement a tax where they're paying a lot more than equivalent gas car miles for the EV. They had some Consumer Reports lady on there that said that EV car drivers not paying a comparable tax is not what's causing states to have a shortage of money for roads. It's keeping up with the inflation
They have not
for the
raised
cost of the projects.
gas prices, gas taxes have not been raised in years for most places.
Yeah, so anyway, I don't know. It's supposed to be a local thing, but I guess 5 on Your Side. I think what they did there was they got this clip from Consumer Reports and were told to go create a story around it. And then that's what she came up with. But I did appreciate, basically, she said in most cases, EV car buyers are paying a fair amount of tax to a comparable gas tax at the pump for their yearly EV thing. And in a lot of cases, they're paying more than what's fair. They're being unfairly taxed. I think our friend in Illinois has a over $200 a year tax, and that's what they're talking about here. So she said it would cause a problem for buyers, and let me just say that I think an extra $100 or $150 a year in unfair tax would hopefully not keep me from buying an EV, but I don't know. It just depends. Folks buying the $25,000 Tesla here in 2 or 3 years, are they going to be willing to pay a $200 or $300 a year tax? I don't know. Would that keep them from buying? So we need to think about that. I just want it to be fair, and it's already not fair because to EV drivers, because some are driving way more miles than the comparable gas tax would cost them, and some are driving way less. So when EVs get charged a flat rate, it can't be as fair as you just paying at the pump however much gas you pump into your car. And there's all kind of complications, like people that live near the Virginia-North Carolina border and might drive over the border one way or the other to get the cheaper gas, and then they don't pay the tax where they're doing most of, for the state where they're doing most of the driving. I mean, it's hard for it to be 100% fair. But anyway, that was a clickbaity thing with a couple of facts that were okay. So I'm going to rate that news reporting. You know, they've been rating all these political things lately. I'm going to rate that on a mostly accurate.
Yeah, well, the other thing she pointed out real fast is there's only a handful of states left that do not charge
at all.
At all, only a handful. And the other thing is in North Carolina, hybrid cars
don't pay anything.
That's right, don't pay any addition. They just, whatever gas tax they pay for the gas part is all they pay.
So you could have a Volt and never use any gas and never pay any tax. Right. But I don't think that's why those people have those cars. It just happens to be that way.
A small perk.
Yeah, so if we're going to revisit it, let's revisit it.
Yeah, well, this is going to be one of the issues that we're going to have, that it's going to have to be worked out, not only just for electric vehicles, but even gas. Like I said, the gas taxes are not in autonomous cars and all this stuff. So yeah, somebody's going to have to work this out.
Right. Well, going forward, they're only going to have to put more thought into how do we keep the roads up if the standard gas isn't going to work.
Exactly.
Well, I haven't gotten tonight's video done, and it's 2 a.m. and that's because I am helping this kitty out. She belongs to someone in that newer neighborhood across the street from us. Between Facebook, the Ring neighborhood app, and trianglelostpets.org, I was able to track down her owner, who will be here to get her in the morning. And thankfully, she's very friendly, and she went in the humane trap. Mackerel is the winner again, and Kitty will be with her family in the morning. Kitty, kitty! Kitty, kitty, kitty. Hi. Hi, kitty. You're safe now.